Rickong here for Hollywood First Look Features. We are at the premiere for Mile 22, the fourth collaboration between Peter Berg and Mark Wahlberg. Let's take a first look.
According to the government, we do not exist, but we're very real. We're unpredictable, highly trained, and we save millions of lives. If we fail, there is no backup plan. We are Overwatch, but we get things done.
My government is planning an attack on the United States.
Can I trust you?
Put me on a plane and I give you everything.
Deliver that package to here, Mile 22.
Let's take a drive.
Are you ready?
We got bikes, Dougie.
Feeling calm, Alice?
Not even a little. Are you?
I'm totally calm.
That's because you're mentally unstable.
Thank you.
We're in contact, major contact.
Get out of there.
You gonna keep coming to me until you kill us all? Is that the game today? That's a weird game, but okay, I'll play.
Whole squad round with them killers. It's time to see who be real. I know they can beat the clip on them. Make sure they people feel it. Shooting like Reggie Miller. The move on my
Kaboom.
So how was it working opposite Mark? I mean, is he intense? Is it fun? Because like you had to like play a strong character opposite him.
It was all of the above, whatever you want to put in it, from A to Z. It was intense. It was awesome. It was ecstatic. Everything in between to play mano a mano with him. Yeah. So I couldn't be more proud and less. I'm honored to have been asked by XTX to play that role. So no, it's great. Yeah.
How was the experience with like the arms, like with all the guns and everything? Was it scary, like training to do those scenes?
I think that in anything, if you prepare for it, then you're not going to be scared. You're going to be afraid. You can be careful. But other than that, everything was fine. STX did an amazing job prepping us, so no, we did great. No injuries, not anything on set, and we all did a lot of our own action, so it's great. Yeah, I can't wait for other people to see it because you saw it. I'm jealous. I am jealous.
In your scenes opposite Mark, he's like shooting like some rapid fire dialogue at you. Like the first time around, are you a little intimidated?
Definitely, and impressed. He really got that dialogue down. Yeah, he's pretty terrifying in those scenes where he's kind of laying into me, but I know he's a sweetheart and a teddy bear in the background, so it's sort of like a little bit of a smirk, you know?
So when he shows up to set and Peter Berg's there with him, they've done like 3 other movies together.
Yeah.
So do they have like a certain speak? I mean, do they just like look at each other and you kind of feel like, oh, they know what's going on?
I feel like they almost don't have to speak. I feel like at this point they're kind of on the same wavelength, and Pete and Mark don't even have to say anything. They just know exactly what the other needs.
I got to learn a lot from Pete Berg and Ronda Rousey, Lauren Cohen, and Mark as well. Mark, it's really fast work with him, and Pete as well. He doesn't like when we shoot with the camera. It's like cameras never cut. Like still carry on, just go ahead with your character. And yeah, it's like really a genius director.
Okay, and so then finally, when you get to set, who's the most intimidating person? You, Rhonda, Mark, Pete, or maybe Lauren's the biggest? You know, she's maybe like the alpha dog.
This is a question, or?
Yeah. who's the most intimidating, strongest person on set? Because you guys all have skills, so I want to know who wins.
The strong on set is Peter Berg because he's the writer.
So how did you like being in this film? Because you do a little bit of a departure than what most people think you're going to do. I saw this movie last night. You're amazing in it.
Thank you so much. Pete didn't want me to be recognizable at all in the film. At first he wanted to shave my head and cover me in tattoos and have me not fight at all and have people be like, oh my God, that's Ronda at the end of the movie. But Pantene Pro V said no to the shaving the head, and then I was going to have a wig, and then the wig looked too much like Lauren's hair, and then like Steve? Pete was like, no tattoos, keep your hair in a bun. And it was like, yeah, just don't have tattoos and just keep your hair in a bun the way you usually been putting it. And I'm like, Pete, that's how people are used to seeing me with no makeup, my hair in a bun. And he's like, you won't fight, no one will know it's you.
Who starts the conversation to do this movie? Because you and Pete have worked together like on topical movies. This one's like a non.
I can just tell you really quickly. Pete and I were doing another movie. We're actually doing Deepwater Horizon, and he said, "Hey, I've got this other thing. You know, maybe you play 2 weeks, play like the secondary villain, really cool character, badass guy." And I was like, "Cool. You want me to do it? No problem. Sounds like fun. I haven't played a bad guy in a while." And then it kind of evolved into being the central focus of the film. But I think after Patriots Day, especially, we were like, okay. We've been through, a lot telling these real life stories and, based on these tragedies. Let's just go kind of have our version of fun and try something different.
Well, that's it for now. We just talked to Mark Wahlberg, rowdy Ronda Rousey. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Until next time, I'm Rick Hong. I'm about to go get me some Wahlburgers. It's such a good vibration. It's such a sweet sensation.